Whether you want to stick to a job or you want to start your own business and join the entrepreneur, whatever your thoughts are. And, I've been there in this journey for last 23 years as an entrepreneur. And to make that decision was very easy for me. It was not very difficult. But I'm going to give you, the process here of, what are the pros and cons of really actually firsthand in, either you should have a job or you should become an entrepreneur. So, because everything in this channel, is proven solutions that I'm giving, and it's got insightful advice and actionable strategies to help you and to, of course, empower you whether you're doing your job or your business. So, hey, welcome. My name is Kalden and I'm a life and a business strategist for the last 23 years. And if you really like my channel, then subscribe. And if you're really new here right now, you're welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining. So let's start about, what is it about job or is going to be a startup? So let's look into what it is to, what are the advantage of having a job and disadvantage of having the job. So to have a job, you have financial stability, you have professional growth, you have social connection. What are the disadvantage is that you have very limited way of moving around and, decide for yourself. Number 2 is the work-life balance challenges comes a lot. And number 3 is the job security. So I had few clients that came to me for these reasons, and one of them was a girl really struggling to get into, getting her raise, her promotion, which got stuck in some process or the other all the time. And she was getting frustrated every day as it was passing by in her job, which she was feeling really unhappy. Being frustrated, and she came for guidance to me for coaching, and I gave her a few simple strategies that could really help her to change and shift the job that progress that she was wanting. And guess, with these tips that I gave her, it became really clear for her that she can progress in her job, which she's doing. And there's more to the story, I'll let you know later. But the whole thing is that it was really good decision as for her situation, that being frustrated and not being happy in her job where she wanted a promotion and she didn't get, she came to me, or you can go to any life coach that is good to give you the guidance of how you should move in your career, the next step, what you should be doing if you are in this same situation example that I gave you as my client. And remarkably, she is doing really, really good. Now let's look into what are the advantage of having a startup. It is agreeable that the creativity can flow because it's a creative freedom, potentially high rewards, impact, and you can leave a legacy. What you believe in, what you want to put out there, leave a legacy, definitely you can do that. Then what are the disadvantage of a startup? Well, number 1, it's really high risk. You're taking chances. You don't know if the money is going to come or not. Next month, you have to chase the clients. There's really uncertainty, instability, and resources constraint. That means you need money. You need to have a backup. You need to have a budget. Otherwise, some days you will have real economical problems. And it is a struggle because one of my clients, again, she came and she was in very passionate, very creative person who wanted, to start her own jewelry business, and she was really good in it. Definitely good in it. But she was really struggling to, get that growth, get that goal achieved. And through my strategies that I gave to her particularly, that worked for her, actually, yes, it did work and it became successful business that she's doing right now. So these, if you are really mentally ready and are ready to accept this advantage and disadvantage of starting up, a startup or become an entrepreneur, then you have to really know the pros and cons before you go in. Either it's a job or it's a startup. But then I have a third solution for you, which I think it's really good because it gives you a balance, but it's a tough love, I can say here. So because you can have a job that you're having right now, and I know you're miserable and you are really frustrated. But what you should do at the same time is look into your own skills. What are you good at, in doing things? What are you doing right now? Can you do a side hustle? Because if you have time for side hustle, then it will get very easy for you to do the startup, because you will have that budget, you will have that way of doing things. But still, remember, then the stress level is high, then the meeting your friends are very less. For if you are going to go in this one, you need to be fully dedicated and determined and have a clear in your mind and in your physical body that you are ready to take this challenge, because it is a challenge. It is not easy to go into becoming an entrepreneur full flung. So I hope these oh yes, and I have to tell you about my client, that she became very successful in what she's doing, and now she has left her job and she's completely full-flung dedicated jeweler. And some of the jewelry is here that I'm wearing, and I like to wear her jewelry because she is good in what she does, and I do help her to get promoted in whatever she's doing. So also because I am an entrepreneur and my journey has been very tough, it was never easy for me to achieve that high-end clients that you talk about, that every video is running in the YouTube right now, that you can get your high-end clients. No, it's not very easy to get high-end clients, because they are also, remember, high-end clients, and they know whether you are good in what you do or you're just selling some modules, and through modules you're just doing things. So remember, in a startup you need to be very clear what your skills are, and you need to practice those skills. So if you become an intern somewhere, that is also very good if you are very young, like 18, 19, and want to do something. So, and if it goes very well, that is really good. But don't try to sell one module to 100 people, because it doesn't work that way, because your clients and the situation, even high ends, are very different. So I hope my tips are helping you. Don't forget to click that button, please, and subscribe my channel. And if you're new, I hope you're enjoying my videos, and I say thank you so much for coming here. And do leave your comments, your thoughts. If you have any questions to me, please do let me know in the comment section, and I will give you my answers and solutions to you, whatever your problem is. So thank you again for joining. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day.